welcome to Touch the Plane Tarot. It's been a minute since I've done a video. Life has been, well, lifing right now, and I'd like to use that as the inspiration for the reading today. There's a lot going on in everyone's personal life and a lot going on in the news. It seems like every day our world just gets weirder and weirder, and it's challenging at times to be able to stay on track with our purpose, with our life mission, to not get bogged down in the chaos, but rather move through it with intention. So that's the theme for the reading today. WTF is really going on. So with that said, try and tune into your intuition as you choose a group today. For group 1, you have the rabbit animal spirit and you have the Carnelian. For group number 2, you have the deer spirit and the Prehnite cluster. And for group number 3, you have the Vulture spirit, and this is Tourmaline with the clear quartz sort of embedded within it. So those are your groups. I will leave the video running for a few moments for you to tune in, meditate, and see which group or groups resonates with you. Then once you've chosen your pile, you can go to the timestamps in the description box below and click on the timestamp to get directly to your reading. Thank you for being with me today for this message, and I hope you enjoy whatever guidance comes through today. Hello and welcome, group number 1. You chose the rabbit spirit and the Carnelian. The rabbit spirit is a very, I was pretty amazed that this card came out for this particular reading about what's really going on. So more about that later. Let's pull some additional cards for you to get more information about what's really going on for you. What's really going on for group number 1? Go with this one. Okay. Foundation and achievement. Can fit that up there. Strength. One more, and I guess we'll take that one. Okay, let's get some additional information for you. What does group 1 need to know? You have strength again. Wow. What does group 1 need to know? What's really going on for them right now? Let's take this one. Page of Pentacles. I felt this one. This one, yes. Wow, Ten of Cups, that's so very, very similar to the Foundation and Achievements card. Okay. What's really going on for group number 1, the 9 of Wands. I think we're going to go with 2 more. And as always, we can pull clarifying cards if we need more information. I was just thinking that this seems like a very sunny, warm energy for this group. I think this one on top once, and 9 of Pentacles. This is a very okay, this message. Inspiration, listen to the notes, everything lets out. And that's really reminding me of this this rabbit, you know, is hyper aware of everything going on. So I just want to read you a little bit from the Animal Spirit book about the rabbit. It says, the rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. He talks and talks about it, so loudly, in fact, that one day the eagle hears and thanks him for the great idea. Rabbit energy is alive when we're scared, most often about the future, and we become our own worst enemy. We spin up a dust cloud of fear and then complain to others that we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words. They shape your destiny. Listen to everything. So that's sort of the energy. I feel like that's the energy that's getting you tripped up, group number 1. There's so much going on in our world, and we're living in a time where we have an overabundance of information that comes in. Some of that information is indeed helpful and serves to guide us to clarity, to purpose, to navigate closer to our purpose. However, there are just as many, if not more, bits of information that come in that are putting you in a state of overwhelm, in a state of hypervigilance, and triggering that fear of the future. But not only is it fear, it's also distraction and misdirection. So when we are tuning in and listening to the notes that everything puts out, it's a reminder to sit in our foundation. We have a root chakra stone here in very root chakra colors. We have messages about our personal foundation, our sense of safety. Sense of home is part of that, but it's more than that. It's our sense of personal safety in that we know who we are. When there's a million different directions that we could move forward in, it takes a lot of strength. I think this is why the strength card is coming up. There's a need for a very grounded, to have a very grounded strength. And these distractions that are coming up, whether it's from scrolling, whether it's something happening at work, with friends, family, the kind of chaos that seems to just be growing in abundance, these things are at this time testing this rabbit spirit to have strength of self to know what to ignore and what to focus on. Not everything deserves our focus. Not everything deserves our attention. And it is good to be aware of what's happening in our world, but the news is probably a huge source of this distraction for you, group one, because you can't even open your phone without the news stories telling you about some of the thing that's happening. And I'm not saying don't be aware of these things, but we have to allow that information to come in and pass through us without triggering fear. I think knowing what to focus on is part of this grounding nature. No one person can fix all of the problems in the world. However, we all have the power to make change in our own way. And knowing the Page of Pentacles here is focused on the one pentacle, or rather, I want to say, the one guiding idea that as you navigate the chaos of life right now, sit with this in meditation to be able to allow yourself to focus on the things that you have, the things that are supportive of your future and moving forward, to be able to focus in the Strength card, the maiden here is able to have this more affectionate relationship with this lion because of a sense of inner calm. If the maiden were not in a place of inner strength in her foundation of self and her ability to self-regulate, she would not be able to, pet the lion and coexist with the lion and have this have you we've all, like, if not been to a zoo, but seen images of lions in a zoo, and they're just very chill. They have a inner knowing and an inner security that this rabbit spirit can't have. And perhaps that inner calm is what the rabbit spirit might be craving. I think this is a message to be more like the lion and having a strong sense of inner calm, and less the lion's also observing everything around it, but the difference is it's not getting worked up. So I think this message might be more like the lion, and we have that reinforced here. Leo is in the zodiac, the lion is representative of the sun, and the sun is this without this sense of calm foundation, the future can't seem bright. If we look at the Nine of Wands, he's very worried. He's holding the one wand, so this would be representative of an idea, a goal, a wish, tightly. as if someone is that as if he's worried someone is going to come by and take that one wand. And perhaps the message here is that maybe no one's coming to get that wand, and maybe he doesn't have to be in that state of worry if he can tap into this energy of strength and foundation. Again, here with the Nine of Pentacles, this bird wouldn't come and sit on her arm or her hand if she didn't embody a sense of inner calm. So I think this is a message to you that if you can get to that place of inner calm, that the good things and the blessings will come to you because they are for you. You have to have, and this sort of worrying energy is preventing those good things from coming to you. I was going to pull you some clarifier cards, and I didn't really mean to turn it over, but on the bottom of the deck we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man that's a piece of advice for you right now. Shift in the Hanged Man has put himself here in order to see the world differently. And I think that is part of this. In order for in this rabbit energy to be able to embody the lion energy, looking at things differently, look at things through a different lens. And that lens is a lens of focus. Try looking at things when you're scrolling on your phone and everything that the internet algorithm might be throwing at you might not be for you, and you can move past. Don't sit in the things that are not worth your time and energy, your time, your energy, your effort. Those are things that are precious and that you should protect, and please don't get please try to look at things differently so that you're not in that worrying rabbit energy. Can we get one more piece of advice for group 1? I think here it's a similar message where the Queen of Wands is a queen who's very aware of and actually uses her emotion to help her manifest her goals. So the Queen of Wands is taking that focus. In fact, I think that did I say Queen of Wands? Queen of Cups, in fact, actually looks very much like this could be the same person. That sense of inner calm in having awareness of what's going on, but knowing what is worth her energy, what is worth her emotional investment, and what isn't. Group number 1, I hope that message was helpful for you today. If you resonated with the message, please give me a like and subscribe, and I'd love to have you back for another reading. Thank you. Bye. Hello and welcome, group number 2. You chose the lovely Deer Spirit and the Prehnite cluster. And this is a very beautiful, peaceful energy. So let's get into your reading. Maybe one of these first. Okay. Can we have some more information for group number 2 on what's really going on for them? Prosperity begins. Huh. Interesting. Okay. We have more information for group number 2. We have some more information for group number 2 about what's really going on. We have upper heavens. Just feeling 3 of these for some reason. Okay, there we go. Can we have some more information for group? Do we want this one? I think we do. 5 of Wands. More information for what's really going on. I think that wants to come out. What is this? Ten of Pentacles. I'm hearing a message come through really loudly that you need to know that it's okay to experience prosperity. It's safe and good for you to be prosperous and to experience prosperity. So these Muse cards I sometimes have a hard time remembering. This is optimism. See a positive side in every tragedy. And this one, Talia, transformation, change disguise, or reveal yourself. So prosperity begins. This card brings a message of beginnings, prosperity, wealth, and new businesses, which could soon be in the palm of your hand. It may result from your hard work, past efforts, and achievements, or it could show up unexpectedly. It may even be presented as a gift. With careful and diligent planning, recent endeavors and money-making ideas show great possibilities and promises of monetary gains. This is a time to focus on the most beneficial outcome. Expect the best and envision that project or new job having a successful result. Feel it, see it, and most important, believe it. When you focus on abundance and the positive aspects of the material world and offer gratitude, prosperity in all forms will flow more freely. This is all very interesting in combination with the Deer Spirit, which is about a parenting energy. And with that message that I heard earlier about that it's safe for you to experience prosperity, I think we have a message for you about reparenting. Are there narratives that were ingrained in you as a child, in your youth, maybe even in your young adult life? Not just by parents, but by teachers, by relatives, by adults who may have thought they were giving you good life advice. Are there narratives within that are not helpful for you now and that you need to unlearn and relearn or reparent yourself into a more supportive, caring nature? Are there narratives about how you weren't good enough, or that if you're not working hard enough, you can't be successful, or you should not pursue a particular path because you're not good enough at that thing? These types of narratives we've all heard, and they should not continue to affect us. We have to be able to start the process of letting that go and reparent ourselves to encourage our own self-talk, our own inner narratives, to focus on the thing that we want to focus on, and that should have in no way any outside influence from others. To be able to quiet those voices of negativity and to believe in the path your heart desires, and that goes beyond monetary prosperity. That is in the realm of life purpose. Prosperity hopefully is part of that. Abundance in every way. Abundance in that you have what you need, that you have a safe home, and that you have this could be loving partnership, with a counterpart that deserves your energy and it is an equal to you and a partner in that path. Is this about making sure that you allow yourself to have good positive relationships, friend relationships, work relationships, and that you're freeing yourself from narratives about how you may have been told you had to do life, and pursue all of the aspects of life in a way that you're allowing in prosperity in all it. I think it's said in this book, in all of its forms. There's something here about thinking that you have to fight for something, but the truth is if you are in alignment, you don't have to fight in the sense that there should not be competing. Alignment doesn't feel like a sense of competition, I guess is what I'm trying to say, is that this competitive sort of energy isn't going to be present, even though you've been conditioned that this is a good thing. It's like there's a path of life, abundance, prosperity, love, a path through life that you for some reason think you don't deserve. It's like you think that you might have limited yourself to only these cups and there's some limiting beliefs making you think that you don't deserve this cup that you really, really want. And that's a limiting belief that needs reparented. And that you and your lovely soul, you do deserve to be able to pursue your wants, your desires, your hopes, your dreams. To be able to be in this Ten of Pentacles. And the Queen of Cups, I feel that the Queen of Cups feels all of the emotions, yet she is able to really focus that emotional energy to guide her. I feel that she's not one to act quickly. She's one to feel her way through in a very intentional way. That group 2, you deserve all of the abundance in every form that you desire. Queen of Pentacles is also an energy of allowing. You know, pentacles can traditionally be thought of as money or wealth, material abundance. The Queen of Pentacles doesn't have to fight for this. She knows her path, and she allows the path to open before her so that the things can come to her. The Upper Heavens card is about seeing the future. You have to, if you're thinking in the realm of the law of manifestation, right, you have to be able to formulate your thoughts on what you want in order to make that a reality. And change disguise. Perhaps there's an element here of putting on a false persona. Okay, there's like a group 2, have you created some sort of image of yourself that you allow to be out publicly to, as you pursue what you think you should be pursuing? Whereas if you're living in a more authentic way without that disguise, this comes to you naturally. Can we have some more advice for group number 2 about what's really going on with them? The Page of Swords. We might need to censor the Judgment card while there's do this. The pages have a new energy about them, a new there's a vibrancy to the pages and the way I see them. This new version of you without the disguise This is what I'm seeing here. Like a sense that allowing the world to see you without the disguise seems unfamiliar, seems new, seems reckless in a way. Am I? Yet perhaps that feeling is part of this reparenting yourself process. You're having this opportunity to almost start again, to create the version of you that you want to be, that's free from worrying about these things that maybe weren't right for you anyway. And there's a slight insecurity, but that insecurity almost feels refreshing, like an opportunity to reveal a new version of you that you are allowing yourself to become. And you deserve that opportunity, group 2, despite what others might have told you in the past. You deserve to pursue the version of you that you want to be, and to bring in the prosperity in all of its forms. And this is an opportunity for you to make a judgment upon yourself, and not in a negative way. This is making a judgment, as in you're making the decision of who you want to be. You're not judging the person that you're not judging this version of you in the sense that there's guilt or should'ves, would'ves, could'ves. You're not judging that. You're just saying, I'm making the choice to be this new version of me, this more focused on my future and who I want to become version of me. And that's beautiful. That is reparenting yourself. That is starting over. And I feel sort of insecure in giving that message, but it also feels exciting, because that is a new opportunity that I hope and wish for you to have all of the best while pursuing that new version of you. Group number 2, I hope this was helpful. If you resonated with the message today, please give me a like and subscribe, and I'd love to have you back for another reading. Bye. Hello and welcome, group number 3. You chose the Vulture. And don't worry, the Vulture animal spirit can seem a little intimidating, but I assure you this is a very good card to get. And the Tourmaline crystal that has clear quartz in it. Just before we get into your cards, as I was arranging this on the table for you, I had this odd vision that this crystal just split right down through here into 2 pieces, and that seems to be part of your message for today. So let's get some more clarity on what does group 3 need to know. What is really going on for group 3? Wisdom. I have more information for group number 3. I think it's this one. Artisan. This card is nimbleness. Dance with everyone to understand them better. Okay. We have some more messages for group number 3. Strongly feeling whatever card gets this one. Okay, the devil energy. Okay, we have to censor that. Really going on for group 3. This one. 3 of Wands. It's really going on for group 3. Something about not letting someone or something stop you. We have more. We have the Death card. We have the 2 of Pentacles. I'm feeling that we need one more card in here for you. Can I fit one more card? Let's see. So let's start by talking about the Vulture spirits. So the Vulture it's an animal that is cleaning up nature's messes, right? The Vulture is, sorry, that is the squeaky floor here. Apologize for the weird noises. The Vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. This intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our messes. The Vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. So this is interesting. It says, when in balance, the Vulture spirit clarifies and reveals wisdom. And so that's interesting that you did indeed get the wisdom card. And flipped right to it in the guidebook. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. This card illustrates that there's a spiritual teacher who's about to influence you or step into your life to impart their wisdom. Look around. Is there someone in your life who has the acumen, education, knowledge, and ability to integrate spiritually and its laws into the constraints of the physical world? This could be a compassionate person who offers guidance and inspiration and reminds you that you're so much more than a physical being. You're also a spiritual being with unlimited potential. You may have also drawn this card to confirm that it's time to reach out and find an organization or a group of like-minded souls. Being part of a group where you can be yourself, share your thoughts, and get valuable feedback can infuse you with courage, finding the true inspiration and enlightenment that's part of your soul. over time, the student often becomes the teacher, so don't be surprised when others seek and find you. The card of wisdom is letting you know that you have much more to share, whether you realize it or not. So, I think we need to talk about what we've got going on here. Devil energy is an energy that can come in to distract. And I think tied to that devil energy is this Ten of Swords energy, where you've had so many burdens placed upon you that you don't know how to move forward. And getting stuck in this, that devil energy with his hand up saying stop, that is exactly what you shouldn't listen to. The Vulture spirit is here for you to cut this out of your life. Are there things that are absolutely preventing you from becoming a truer version of yourself? Perhaps that you have gained wisdom, and that is why you're here at this reading at this time to hear this message, that it's time to fracture your life, like that visual image that I got of this splitting into two pieces, almost right down the middle. It's time for this. So death is not predicting a physical death. It's a death of an era, a death of a chapter, and the beginning of a new one. It is by cutting this out, by having that vulture clean up this mess, that will indeed. I feel weird having the Carnelian on this. I need to move that. It's kind of not energy that I wanted my Carnelian stone. You don't have to keep balancing this part of you that has all this experience. There's something that you have crafted, whether that's some sort of physical artistry, whether that's some sort of business that you've crafted, or whatever this is that you want to solely focus on. It's time to split this energy off from that. And that is that death rebirth process that's coming out here. That will bring you to the Ten of Pentacles that you so seek, that you now see that you can have. And there's here, it's like you see it in the distance, but you didn't feel like you could go for it. You're watching these boats, and there's something anchoring you here and not allowing you to go sailing on that boat. Now it's time to get yourself unanchored, because this is you can safely cut out this, whatever this is in your life is causing you so much stress. It's now at the point where you can identify this devil energy, and you're like, no, I'm not that. No, like we're done. Whether that's a job that's holding you back, whether that's a lifestyle, whether that's it's like negative habits or thought processes. You can start to say, I don't want choose that. I'm choosing something different, and maybe those are small steps. Maybe you need to try a few different things to help you step away from this. Make some small changes. And in breaking this off from your lifestyle, you're no longer constantly balancing something, because now you can focus on one. You can focus on one area, and you're not constantly having to juggle whatever these burdens are. The truth is that you don't need to be carrying. The Queen of Pentacles has focus on in the right area, and in having that focus, the abundance comes to her. She's not juggling with something that's holding her back. Releasing this energy, cleaning it up, or whatever way that applies. Perhaps it's transmuting. The Tourmaline crystals, very good for transmuting negative energies. Perhaps it's physical, perhaps it's mental, perhaps it's people. Perhaps it's something you're consuming that you shouldn't be consuming. And it may take, yeah, especially if that negative energy is people. Sometimes it definitely feel like there's some negativeness anchoring you and keeping you from being able to get on that boat that you want to get on. Let's get some more advice for you. We have some more advice for group 3 about what's really going on. King of Pentacles? We have the King and the Queen of Pentacles. That's interesting. Rearrange these a little bit. Okay. The King and Queen of Pentacles are a pair, right? They're divine counterparts. Is there a relationship that you'd like to pursue that you haven't been able to pursue because of these things? This is telling you that this can be real, and you can move forward swiftly toward this by cutting out these things, whatever this is. And it could be different for all of you, so I think you guys got the message about what kinds of things this can be. But whatever this is tying you down. It's tying down that Knight of Swords in you. And once you've freed yourself from this, once you've cleaned up whatever mess this is, then you can safely move toward this relationship swiftly. And this is about a sharing. This is about now being in a place where you want to share. Whereas in the past, you didn't feel like that was an option for you. Whatever this was, you felt would be unfair to share with another. But now that this is cut out, you're free to do that. And this is a really generous energy that is not a one-sided energy. It's a sharing of abundance. I think it's beautiful that the cups here actually have flowers growing out of them, because it's like this generosity keeps growing, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's like it doesn't end. The relationship here, it doesn't end with one transaction. It's two people working together to create this abundance. The King and Queen of Pentacles, they've built, and this doesn't have anything to do with gender. If it's a divine pairing, it could be a masculine with masculine or feminine with feminine. That's not what this is about. This is about a beautiful relationship that's fostering growth and growing. And that growth is both with the physical world, and we have the cups here, and the emotional world. And you're now free to want this, whereas you felt that you couldn't want that before. Group 3, this is the reading I have for you today. If you resonated with the message, please like and subscribe, and I would love to have you back for another reading. Bye.